Hi guys, today is Monday, April 13th, and it is a very windy, rainy day outside today. It was so nice all weekend. Bummer. But that's okay. Good time to stay in and watch some movies and work on some packet stuff. So I was just looking over the packet that you'll be able to go pick up tomorrow. And I just wanted to kind of go through and see if there was anything that stood out to me that might cause any problems for you. And the only thing I'm seeing that might get confusing is that there is a page that is about animal families. And it's about, it's like what we worked on with Mr. Jeff when we talked about like, what's this animal called when it's a baby and what does it look like? And then what does this animal look like? What is this animal called when it's an adult and what does it look like? So like for example, an easy example would be like, well, a puppy is the baby animal and the dog is the adult animal. But when you see the packet, like there's definitely more complex ones than that. So I would just say do your best with it. And it's okay if you start to be like, I don't know. Like honestly, guys, when I look at some of these, there's a few that I'm not 100% sure. And I might have to just go do a little bit of research on the internet and figure it out. That's okay because you're still learning something from it, right? So if I don't know what a baby ostrich is called, well, I can do my best and I can go check myself on Google. I can Google, what is a baby ostrich called? It'll come up and I'm going to learn something new about that fact. Another thing, you're going to really, I think, like this packet because there are math games in it that you can play with your family or siblings. And there's also a word search, which I know my class loves. Also, one of the things that it asks you to do is put words in ABC order. That was something that in the last packet, some kids were struggling with. So we did ABC order in our morning work time some days. So one suggestion I might give you is on a piece of paper to write out your alphabet in order, which I know you already know it in your brain, but sometimes to see it in front of you while you're going through the words, it definitely makes it easier. So just for the sake of an example, I'm going to write out A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm not going to write out the whole alphabet right now because I know you know it and I know you can write it on your paper. And let's say that in the word search, there's something like dog, banana, father, and cat. Okay, these are just example words I'm coming up with. And I have to put these in ABC order. Well, what I can do is go through my alphabet, remember, and see, okay, when I'm looking through, I only need to look at the first letter to start with. So when I look at D, B, F, and C, which one comes first in ABC order? A, B. So banana is going to be the first one in order. A, B, C. So that's going to be number 2. D. Here's number 3. Here's F. Number 4, father. E, F. Now you're going to have a lot more than 4 words. And sometimes you're going to see words that have the same first letter and then you have to go to the second letter. So for example, if I was looking at the words captain and cook. Captain is spelled C-A and cook is spelled with C-O. So which one's first in alphabetical order? Well, they have the same first letter, C, but captain has an A and that comes way before O. So captain would be first, then cook. Okay, some kids had trouble with that one in the last packet. So that would be a good pointer for you is to write your alphabet out on a piece of paper so that you can look at it in front of you. That way you're not like constantly singing it in your head the whole time because then it can get just a little bit more confusing. I'm looking through your packet to see if there's anything else that stands out. Like I said, for math this week, it's pretty cool because it's a game setup. There's also included in this packet something that says My Daily Schedule, and it's something that you and your family can choose to do where you kind of write the activity that you're doing. So for example, 30 minutes of reading, and then you give it a check when you're complete. 25 minutes of math from the packet, give it a check. 30 minutes of Prodigy, give it a check. And you're kind of giving yourself a checklist for the day, which is something that grown-ups do a lot of times too. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, this is the exact notebook that I use. I pick one of my colorful pens, and I'll go through and I'll make a to-do list of things I need to get done today. So for example, if I have a meeting tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., I'm going to write 10 a.m. meeting. I'm going to make sure I write feed the dogs. I'm looking at Koa right now. That reminds me I have to do that on my checklist. Maybe get some exercise. Make sure that I contact a couple parents I haven't got to talk to yet. Make sure that I set up a Zoom meeting. Record a YouTube video. Those might be things on my to-do list. Your to-do list will look different, but we can do the same things. I can check off my to-dos. You can check off your to-dos. It's a really good tool for kids and adults. All right, so I am going to go ahead and set up Zoom calls for Wednesday and Friday. I want to do those 2 days because packet pickup is Tuesday and Thursday. So I think I'll have some friends who have questions from working on it on Tuesday. Some friends who have questions on Thursday. If you want to come to both Zooms, that's totally fine too. Remember that those Zooms are work sessions. So when you come in, you're going to be muted, and then I'll do some talking, and then I'll ask for questions, and then I'll be able to answer your questions because it's a working session. It's not just a chatting session. So those will be Wednesday and Friday. Of course, if you have questions for me before then, or you can't Zoom with me, your family can always message me on DOJO or Remind. And I hope that all of you have a good rest of your Monday. Missing you very much. Bye.